This exposé is not based on speculation, opinions, or accusations. Everything in this breakdown comes directly from one YouTube comment posted by GXD himself. In this single thread, he manages to contradict his previous statements, admit to rule violations, misrepresent platform policies, attempt to rewrite modding guidelines, confirm monetization schemes, declare intentional censorship, fabricate non-existent permissions, and establish a pattern of evasive behavior, all in his own words. This is a documented self-destruction. And section by section, we will prove it using the very policies and rules he violated. GXD begins his comment thread by insisting, Conan Exile's modding workshop does not allow you to steal mods. Its system prevents it. Please do your research. This sentence is a red flag because it answers an allegation that no one made. This is a classic strawman argument, a tactic used to distract from the actual issue by denying an unrelated claim. The allegation was never that he stole mods. The allegation was that he monetized mod-dependent content, which is fundamentally different and a serious policy violation. Violations plus facts are as follows. Steam Workshop. Terms of service. Steam prohibits any commercial use of mod content. You may not sell, rent, or otherwise commercially exploit workshop content or associated files. Whether or not a mod can be stolen is irrelevant. Monetization, which he later admits, violates Steam's terms Funcom modding guidelines, Conan Exiles. Funcom explicitly prohibits commercializing mods. Mods and any content dependent on them may not be sold or used for financial gain. Again, theft has nothing to do with it. Selling mod-dependent assets is the violation. This strawman defense attempts to mislead viewers and immediately signals that he cannot address the actual allegation honestly. Intentional censorship, public admission of a Shadowban system. GXD writes, any comments regarding that will be added permanently to our Shadowban list. This is one of the most damaging admissions in the entire thread. A Shadowban list is not moderation. It is a deliberate and deceptive censorship tactic that makes it appear publicly as though users are commenting, while secretly hiding their comments from everyone else. Violations plus facts. YouTube community guidelines, misleading metadata, manipulation. YouTube prohibits deceptive practices that manipulate engagement or alter public perception of content. Artificially altering engagement or suppressing legitimate discourse is prohibited. A secret Shadowban system does exactly that. Damage to credibility. By admitting to censoring all criticism, GXD has permanently undermined the authenticity of his comment section, the validity of his community feedback, the reliability of any defense he posts, the transparency of his platform. When a creator admits to hiding criticism, their entire narrative becomes suspect. This is not normal behavior for someone with nothing to hide. This is active reputation management through deception. GXD further writes, put your negative comments elsewhere. This statement directly contradicts any claim of transparency, honesty, or openness. It reveals a defensive posture and an unwillingness to address legitimate concerns. This is what corporate crisis experts call deflect and isolate behavior. Pushing criticism away instead of addressing it. YouTube's creator. Responsibility standards. Creators are expected to foster community dialogue in good faith. Telling critics to go elsewhere is the opposite of good faith engagement. Public perception. Laws of crisis communication. In PR, refusal to engage is universally seen as admission of guilt, inability to provide evidence, avoidance of scrutiny. A transparent creator welcomes discussion. A guilty one runs from it. He attempts to justify past actions with, we have already spoken to Funcom. They said vaguely, any item in-game is allowed. This sentence is self-damaging for several reasons. Vaguely is not authorization. He provides no proof. Funcom has never issued monetization permission through vague messages. He promises to show evidence months later, an immediate red flag. He directs users to his own future news channel, meaning he controls the narrative and timing. Funcom's modding guidelines. Funcom has never allowed monetizing mod-based content. Mod content and all assets derived from it must remain free and non-commercial. Funcom's official customer support policy. Funcom does not grant monetization permission through vague messages or unofficial channels. Any such exception would require formal documentation. None was shown. None exists. This excuse collapses under its own wording. The fatal admission. What we sold were skins. This is the single most incriminating sentence in the entire comment thread. Finally, what we sold were skins we custom-made with a mod. This is a direct, explicit admission of rule-breaking. Steam forbids selling anything involving mod files. Commercial use of workshop content is strictly prohibited. Funcom prohibits profiting from mod-based items. Mods and any content dependent on mod files may not be monetized. Discord bans monetizing content that violates any external platform terms. Servers may not sell or distribute content that violates third-party rights or terms. U.S. Copyright Law 17 U.S.C. Even if he custom-made the skins using mod tools, they remain derivative works. Derivative works cannot be sold unless the original rights holder gives explicit written permission or the content is fully original. It wasn't. This admission confirms. He used mod tools. He relied on mod files. He sold the resulting content. He violated Steam, Funcom, Discord, and copyright law simultaneously. No critic needed to expose him. He exposed himself. Immediately after admitting, "We sold skins," he writes, "and nobody purchased." This contradiction is catastrophic because if no one purchased, why call them sold? If they weren't purchased, why does he mention purchase history? If the system wasn't used, why did he remove it after allegations surfaced? Why defend a system that no one used if it wasn't relevant? This contradiction alone shows he is fabricating explanations on the spot. Steam and Funcom terms. Do not care whether purchases occurred. The violation occurs when paid options or monetization mechanisms are implemented. The existence of the system is the violation, not whether someone bought anything. Thus, his defense is irrelevant and factually incorrect. He goes on to say, many mods are set up this way, designed to give server owners sellable content. This claim is not only false, but legally impossible. Steam Workshop's license agreement modders grant the public a non-commercial license. Only. Workshop content is licensed for free distribution and non-commercial use. No modder can legally give anyone the ability to sell content derived from their work. His statement is equivalent to claiming, modders put their work on Steam so I can profit off it. This is not only factually wrong, it's dangerous, misleading, and legally exposing. He further writes, we no longer offer and haven't offered paid plans since GXD RevenG took them down, after allegations started. This sentence is devastating. It directly ties the removal of paid plans to the moment he was accused. This is not voluntary change, policy compliance, forward improvement. It is reactionary damage control, proving that he knew the system violated rules. The allegations were valid enough to force action. The moment he got caught, he removed them. This satisfies the definition of consciousness of guilt, used in legal evaluations, investigative journalism, compliance investigations, platform enforcement decisions. He connects the dots for us. The accusations. He got caught. He removed the system. It's the closest thing to a confession of wrongdoing he could possibly write. In the second screenshot, GXD claims Discord added a custom age verification box for him, and that Discord now requires users to verify through his server. This is false. Discord does not allow private servers to manually demand ID verification. It only applies to official partnered servers, servers with NSFW channels, servers flagged by Trust and Safety, and Discord. Never custom builds verification tools for private community servers. Demanding or collecting user ID or identity documentation is forbidden. Servers may not request, collect, or require government-issued ID, personal identifying documents, or off-platform identity verification except through official Discord features. GXD admitted to violating this publicly. Taken together, GXD's comments reveal a consistent pattern of fabrication, deflection, censorship, contradiction, false claims, misrepresentation of major platforms, violation of Steam, TOS, violation of Funcom's modding terms, violation of Discord, policy, violation of copyright law, misleading his community, attempting to control allegations through a news channel, avoidance of immediate accountability. None of this comes from critics. None of it comes from speculation. It is all directly stated by him. In one comment thread, GXD confirms monetization of mod-dependent assets, censorship through shadow banning, misrepresentation of corporate communication, removal of paid plans, due to allegations, violation of Steam and Funcom rules, violation of Discord policy, attempted justification through false claims, full acknowledgement that the allegations were correct, and complete inability to maintain a consistent narrative. This exposé requires no interpretation. GXD's own words are the evidence. Every violation, every contradiction, every policy breach, it all comes directly from him. This isn't a takedown. This is a documented confession.